Hello, it is me again. This is Real Talk with Amiri. Today's topic, I thought about this earlier just because a little bit of stuff that I'm going through is basically, how does lying affect your brain? How does lying affect you? Are there any consequences to people lying all the time? Look, woo, Jesus. How lying affects your brain. This is your brain on lies. And of course, everybody lies. I don't think there's probably anybody that doesn't lie at some point in their life. One of these studies said people lie at least twice a day. Look, but are you telling white lies, or is this a constant, daily, yearly thing that you do? And I just went through a whole bunch of things. I really didn't get enough time to prepare for this. I'm gonna have to start the day before, because my days be full. This is from Scientific American. Oh, let me say hi to everybody. Hey, everybody, what's up? Hello. I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing good. Not perfect, but good. I am happy. Could I be happier? Of course. Went through, I'm just shed a little bit of light on that. Went through a little bit of an event. I wouldn't call it drama. It was just an event. I know I've been talking about the narcissist person I had in my life not too long ago. And of course, everybody doesn't know the whole story. Now, some people know the story that he is telling them, but they don't know both sides of the story, of course. But one particular, just shedding a little bit of light, quick light, I left an item that I let him borrow, a heat press, and he asked me, well, he didn't ask me for it, I offered it. Of course, that's me, I'm always offering shit. I'm gonna stop doing that shit. Hey, I'd like to start doing t-shirts, possibly, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I have a heat press, I'm not using it. It was in a small house, no room for it, really. Not like I wanted the space to do it. Oh, you can use this. You can borrow it. Once you get, yourself going, you can give it back. That was the verbal agreement, which is legal. Look. But really, when you let people borrow your stuff, I looked that up. You're kind of just giving it to them. So everyone that's listening, don't let people borrow your shit. Make them pay for it or write a contract. There is no borrowing, nothing that is of real value. But anywho, let them borrow it. Everything was okay at that time. Relationships, everything's okay at this time. Or what I thought was a relationship. Again, it really wasn't a relationship. It was a fake relationship. I didn't know that, but he knew that. Let him borrow it. Helped him. He got the heat press. Helped him. I already had a vinyl cutter too, because this was just something I wanted to and hadn't started doing it yet. Gave him the vinyl cutter. Borrowed the vinyl cutter. Gave it to him to borrow. BORROW. Gave him resources. Gave him vinyl to start with, to just try out some stuff on t-shirts. Gave him the tools that he would need to do everything, really. And hey, if people would have said, hey, could you get me 10 t-shirts to start with? Sure. You're supposed to be in a relationship. Hey, I'm helping you. Eventually you can help me. That's how I do it. People talk, oh, you pay for, girl. If you're in a relationship with someone and you need to help them get started or whatever, I don't see anything wrong with that. I guess everybody else does, but I don't. But did all that, and then eventually, as the narcissist tendencies and skeletons start to come out, shit goes wrong. And of course, this has been months and you haven't started the t-shirt business that you said you were going to start, and you asked, I offered, but you said, okay, I'll take your heat press, I'll use it, I'll borrow it. That was the clear definition. So when things start to go wrong and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna be out and you haven't done what you started, so can you give me my heat press back and my equipment back? No answer. Now this is a man. No answer. I was pretty nice about asking. I didn't ask every day when we had our little conversations or whatever, but at some point I might have got a little, I didn't get angry, but like, what are you doing? Can you just give me my shit back? Well, you not gonna make me do nothing, and you tone your voice down, and man, yeah, whatever. So I just was like, whatever, that's just gonna be a loss. Look, it's just gonna be a loss. Forget about it. So recently, and I know how this person is, I'm learning. So I've been periodically checking the marketplace for a heat press because I know I'm gonna see my shit on there because he ain't used it. So this past weekend, I think it was posted Thursday, I seen it Saturday. Scrolling through Facebook, that's my shit. Oh, I see my shit. It's a woman, one of the people he was dealing with, that, see, I'm trying to be, I don't think, you know what, and I made a little joke video after this event. Hell, I was glad I got my shit back. That's all the fuck I was worried about. But you called yourself a sister wife. I didn't even know what a fucking sister wife was. When you came to me in a DM talking bullshit crap to me, and you talking about a sister wife, I had to go look that shit up. I'm telling you, what the fuck is a sister wife? I don't know what the fuck that is. You said that term. I didn't. You called yourself that. I didn't. And then I was like, no, I'm not no fucking sister wife. I didn't. Fuck no. Fuck y'all. You might be a sister wife. I'm not a sister wife. So don't get mad. You gave me that definition of yourself. But anywho, one of the sister wives posted it, and I seen it. So what was I supposed to do? Be like, cry? Oh, he's about to sell my shit. I can't do nothing about it. I can't contact him legally. Look, what was I supposed to do? Just go cry and go to bed? Click off the post? Come on now. For real? You selling my shit that someone didn't give me back, that I asked for? A grown-ass man, upstanding, doing something for my buddy, my little buddy. I'm doing something for my little buddy, helping him out. You selling some shit that wasn't even fucking his. Yeah, y'all, the brain. We're supposed to be talking about the brain, okay? I'm just giving y'all a little bit of juiciness. But so as I see my heat press online, posted by another woman, her saying that We paid for this. It cost $1,600. Neither one of you paid for anything. I paid for it. So why wouldn't I have something to say about that? You just wanted me to go lay down, click off, and go to bed? No. But that was my weekend. And I had a friend and one of my family members go purchase my stuff back. Had to pay $600 for something I already paid for, but it was worth it because I paid a lot of money for that and some other items. And just for I don't know, that's my shit. You selling my stuff that you didn't give back to me. As an upstanding, moral gentleman, you couldn't just give my shit back. And a lot of times we be fighting over stuff, little petty shit, clothes, or he kept my sweater. Just give me my stuff back. If something is not yours, you destroying someone's stuff. He took something that was not his, that he was supposed to return, and sold it, and had one of the 12 tribes of Benjamin sell it to me, the rightful owner. So y'all telling me that ain't that's not God working in that? Oh yeah. And I'll get that $600 back. No joke. Quickly. Thank you, Lord. Look. Anyway, this is supposed to be about how lying affects your brain and your body. Lying is among the most sophisticated and demanding accomplishments of the human brain. Children have to learn how to lie. People with certain types of frontal lobe injuries may not be able to do it. Electrical stimulation of the prefrontal cortex appears to improve our ability to deceive. This region of the brain may, among other things, be responsible for the decision to lie or tell the truth. Some people, as I look back on what I've been through with a particular person, I don't even know if anything that he told me was the truth. Anything. Unless I've seen it. I don't. Okay, I cooked dinner. Okay, I can see it on the stove. Okay, you did. But anything else that you don't know, anything that they told you was the truth. Most people have trouble recognizing false statements. And I thought I was normally a person that can tell when somebody's lying. Normally it gives me a vibe. And it's just something that I feel. Especially if I'm paying attention to the conversation or what someone is saying. But I couldn't tell for a couple years. Or maybe I wasn't paying attention. I might have just been in my own world. Some polygraph tests are better at it, yet are far more from perfect. Researchers are trying to use imaging methods to distinguish truth from lies. Intensified activity in the prefrontal cortex may be an indicator of the process of which we decide to lie or not, but it tells us nothing about the lie itself. So in some of the things that I read today, there's a certain activity in your brain that they can measure that lets you know you're lying, more than likely. Telling small lies desensitizes our brains to the associated negative emotions and may encourage us to tell bigger lies in the future, reveals new UCL research funded by Wellcome and the Center for Advanced Hindsight. So lying all the time desensitizes your emotions and your brain. which explains why people continue to lie all the time. We've all told the occasional white lie. We fake sick to get out of a pity date or work, pass takeout as our culinary creation, or lie on our resume to get a job. Although some fibs are smaller than others, constantly lying can take a toll on our brain health and even make us more susceptible to pathological lying. A recent study in Nature Neuroscience found habitual lying can desensitize our brains from feeling bad and may even encourage us to tell bigger lies in the future. So, let me do the next paragraph. When we lie for personal gain, our amygdala produces a negative feeling that limits the extent to which we are prepared to lie, said Dr. Tali Sharot, senior author and study of the study, director of the Affective Brain Lab at the University College of London, and a faculty member of the Department of Experimental Psychology. Damn. So as we tell these habitual lies, we desensitize our brains, which at some point, you don't feel anything when you lie. There is no guilt. There is no empathy. There is nothing. However, as we continue to lie, this response fades, which may lead to a slippery slope, where small acts of dishonesty can evolve into more significant lies. In other words, lies breed lies as the brain gets desensitized to dishonesty. This is particularly troubling since the average American tells 1 to 2 lies a day. And just think of someone who narcissists, cheaters, habitual liars. That's all they do every day. So if you think about that, they can't feel anything. They lie and they feel nothing. It's what they do. That's a part of their character. That's a part of who they are. So it means nothing for them to lie to you about anything. This is what I'm picking up from this. Those who tend to be insecure or have an anxious or avoidant attachment style are more likely to be dishonest, to avoid being criticized, rejected, or left with less than someone else has, according to a 2010 study. Also, those who believe lying will give them monetary, I'm going to use somebody, or social recognition are more likely to continue being dishonest. The team of researchers know when we deceive someone, the amygdala, I think I'm saying that right, y'all, the part of the brain that regulates emotion, connection, feeling, is activated. And when we tend to feel shame or guilt, this part of the brain also reacts. When we see cute pictures or puppies or very sad photos, the amygdala becomes more desensitized when it's continually exposed to these same photos. Social media. The researchers wanted to know if the same could apply to lying. The team recruited participants and paired them to work with another person they didn't know. The participants were put into a brain imaging scanner where they were shown images of a glass jar with pennies and asked to tell their partners, who had a blurry image and were helping the researchers, about the amount of money in the jar. At the end, both participants would get paid, but sometimes the participants would get more money if they lied. What do you think happened? People lie to get more money, which is what happens today. People lie to use people. People lie for their own selfish gain. And you protect people who lie. Or you make an excuse for yourself. Oh, I was just doing this for this liar. Yeah. It's alright though. It's cool. It's cool. I got my shit back though. Look. Oh my goodness. Very crazy. To lie or not to lie. Of course, not everyone agrees that some lying is necessary. Generations of thinkers have lined up against this perspective. The 10 Commandments admonish us to tell the truth. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Whoa. Look, okay. Lying. How scientists discovered the domino effect of lying. Once you tell one lie, you have to tell another lie to cover up that lie, which may create another lie. Using a tool called functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, they showed that part of the brain called the amygdala is sensitive to the history of dishonest behavior, consistent with adaptation. The amygdala is a memory and motivation system. Motivation system that processes emotions such as fear or pleasure, but it also helps you perceive emotions in other people. So again, if the amygdala helps you perceive what others are feeling, and you're fucking up your amygdala by lying, you can't feel or perceive what others are feeling. So when someone says you're hurting me, you're doing me wrong, you're cheating or lying on me, they can't feel it. So they may say, I'm sorry, but they don't feel it. If you don't feel something, you don't understand it. I mean, when I hurt someone, I feel it. I don't want to hurt you. We've all met chronic liars, habitual liars, narcissists, cheaters. And this study gives some insight into how one lie can quickly blossom into many. However, for law enforcement, we still need to discern when people are lying and prove those lies, especially when they could be indicative of a crime. This is where truth verification comes in. Truth verification works most effectively when there is real jeopardy involved. So the CBSA can detect crucial high-stake lies that may mean the difference between prison or freedom. But the CBSA also catches little lies, which may show that an individual has developed a tendency for deception. Some of y'all, that's all y'all are, is deception. There is no truth. This is all deception. A chronic liar could be deceptive about something as simple as where they ate dinner last night. And while that may not seem important, it may further the investigation if you can determine they are presenting inaccurate information. You know, and some people, I studied a doctor this past weekend that talks about getting a brain study, and some people may have brain damage, literally, depending on their past or if they played sports or been hurt or injured. Some of y'all got brain damage, and trauma can cause your brain to actually look different in the brain scan. So I've been studying on that. I'm gonna talk about that too one day. Lying makes the brain work more. Again, it's probably like a muscle, kind of. If you have to lie about this, go there, you got to remember this, that's more stressful to you, which stress causes other health issues. Lying leaves, when people are lying, let's go back to the beginning. When people are lying, their brains work harder than people who tell the truth. Okay, look, I'm about to say that again. When people are lying, their brains work harder than people who tell the truth. So if you're telling the truth, your brain is working less. It's not overheating like an engine that doesn't have oil in it. Is hello. Lying leaves telltale traces on brain scans. They can see this in your brain that you're a liar. So can brain scans pick liars out of a lineup? Not yet. That's Being a scientist, I am cautiously optimistic that one day we'll reach that point. Boy, I would like that. Hey, go get that brain scan, little buddy. Let's see if you good to go. Before you get married, can we go get our brain scans? Please. Yeah, that was a small study though. During lying, the brain scan showed 14 activated brain areas compared with 7 different activated brain areas when people are being honest. Damn, that's double. Look. Double trouble. Lying likely makes the brain work harder because people have to suppress the truth, concoct a lie, and keep their story straight, the researchers note. Participants also took a polygraph lie detector test. Those tests correctly flagged 92%. Hey, that's a pretty good rate of the liars, but only 70% of the honestly innocent. Were the brain scans better tests? Unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that. It wasn't based on individual analysis. But wouldn't that be great? It'd be nice if they had a machine out at Walmart. Let's go see if you're lying. A study of what goes on in the brain when someone tells a lie could offer a biological explanation for why untruths often snowball over time. When people tell small fibs, she and her colleagues reported on Monday in Nature Neuroscience, their brain becomes desensitized to the emotional twinge that dishonesty usually causes. Lying becomes easier. For some people, lying becomes their truth. And telling even bigger self-serving whoppers become more likely, they found. That may be why nickel and diming on tax returns sometimes balloons into massive fraud, why spousal white lies become deeper secrets, and why scientific misconduct escalates from losing data to fake findings. Wow. But this definitely made me think today, and the brain study information, that some people may have brain damage, and that's not an excuse. And they may not. They may have just killed their amygdala. Look, you can't feel anything for anybody, so lying is nothing new. I didn't do it. I didn't fuck her. I didn't sleep with her. Nope. She's sleeping on the couch. That's somebody who's sleeping on the couch, and they come out with it so cool, and maybe that's why I couldn't detect that, because they have fucked up their brain. Look. But anywho, those were just some of my findings today about the brain and lying. Because I've seen a couple of lies this weekend. And of course, you can also be an innocent party to a lie. When you're doing something and you weren't told the truth, so you're believing you're doing what you're doing, but you really weren't told the truth. So I get that too. But don't say you did something and you didn't do it. I told you, I don't like lying. For me, of course, like, I've told white lies. Yeah, I try to keep my lies to a minimum. It's just, especially to a friend, I would rather not answer the phone and try to come. Oh no, I don't. I had to go here or I had to go there, just because I don't want to fool with you. I just won't answer my phone, so that prevents me from having to tell a white lie. It's just unnecessary. And then I'm getting to the point now, like I said, I want to be more truthful with people. I want to tell what's really on my mind with everybody, me and everyone else. But lying is not good. I don't like it. And when you're in a relationship with somebody, this is somebody that you're giving your heart to, or that you love, that you want to love. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you about anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But some of us may need to take a look at what we're doing when we lie, even when putting things on social media, saying that you did something. That's a lie. And whether you were privy to it, the previous background, it's still a lie. Then you want to get mad at somebody for saying something about it? Please. What about the person you lied to? Whoa, that's my shit. No, you didn't pay for anything. And now you're upset that I'm saying something about it? Come on, y'all. Let's get real, y'all. Let's be honest with each other. Let's stop listening to liars. That's the key. That's the focal point. But lying can change your brain. I would suggest that people go look into that. If you're a liar and you think it's not affecting you, but probably from what we've just learned, your amygdala. Look, I gotta go look that up and see where it's at and what it all does. You may not even care anymore because you killed your amygdala. So lying to you is fine. So that's where the other people need to understand when somebody lies all the time. You know what? And I watched this video. It was I think she was CIA or FBI agent. I'll have to share that. I need to get all these links together. But your body language, your verbal inflection, your voice, your hand gestures. If you're watching someone or you're speaking with someone, a lot of those things can tell you if they're lying. And like I said, some people are so good. But a lot of things you can tell that people are lying. I normally can tell pretty well, but not this last couple of years. I guess I don't know what happened. Excuse me, fail, got an F. But lying can change your brain. And go look that up, because we deal with a lot of liars in our jobs, politics. We want to believe everything a politician says. You can't. So it's probably good that this is something that we learn when people are lying to us. That'll be something I need to learn, because I looked it up. So evidently I need to learn something about it. So this has been another Real Talk with Amiri podcast. Kind of quickie, wasn't all that prepared. Had a lot of other things to do this evening. But who's lying to you? And I don't know if we should have friends that lie to us all the time. I mean, that's kind of an enemy, I would think. Should we be helping people that lie to us all the time? I don't know. That's a question for y'all. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing great, even though y'all still stuff falling out the cracks in the sides, but I'm doing it. Getting better every day. I hope everyone is changing something, doing something different. Some of us are doing the same damn thing, same old thing. Keep it up. I want to do something different, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. So I hope everyone is doing well. This has been Real Talk with Amiri podcast on how lying can affect your brain. And I'm definitely going to do the one on the brain damage, how brain damage can affect, how we interact with society and our behaviors, our attitude. That was real good. But this has been Real Talk with Amiri. Everyone have a great night. Do something different. Change. Peace.